Hi, I'm Stephanie Robin from APNPI, and I'm here today with Heidi Hope of Heidi Hope Photography and Creative Rising. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We're really excited to have you here today, actually. So we're going to be talking a little bit today in our first of the three-part series about creativity. I think one of the biggest things, having been in business now for about 10 years, and especially in, my niche, sometimes I can feel a little bit lackluster when it comes to the creative side of my work. And I'm just wondering, for you, what drives your inspiration for your creative output? Because you seem endless in terms of your creativity, and you're just like a, fountain of inspiration. So where does that come from?
Well, thank you for that. One thing, I think the ideas are the easy part for me, and then actually following through with all of them is the hard part. But I do think creativity has its cycle, and naturally I do experience seasons where I'm like, I have a ton of ideas, then you implement them all, and then you're kind of like burnt out from it, and you need a little bit of rest. So I do think rest is a part of the creative cycle, but I draw creativity from two main places. One is outward inspiration. So I'm always looking outside of myself and outside of our industry for things that inspire me. So from music to, of course, I love a lot of fine arts and crafting. So I like just walking through the aisles of a craft store. I like looking through magazines, like more commercial and editorial work. So all of those, even Pinterest, yes, I get inspiration from Pinterest too. So any way that you're just kind of like pulling visual imagery from everywhere that speaks to you, that kind of lights a spark or inspires you. So that's one form. And then the second form is really inward inspiration. So you take all of these things from the outside world. True creativity is taking ideas that already exist and forming new connections between those ideas. So we're taking all that outside stuff, and then we have to give ourselves space to make new connections and let those new ideas form. For me, meditation practice daily is a huge thing. I have a very busy brain. So years ago when I started, I could only sit for like 2 minutes at a time. And the whole time I'd be thinking of everything else I had to be doing. But it's a practice that you get better at over time. And now I try to dedicate time every morning before my kids wake up to just it's really just emptying your brain and allowing space for new ideas to come. And so they don't always come during meditation. Sometimes it's when you're taking a shower later or when you're driving in your car or whatever. Those ideas come, and I don't even feel like they're my ideas. I feel like they come to me from something else, and they hit you and you're like, okay, I'm going to go with that one, or I'm excited about that one. But it's a process, I think, of looking in the world around you, taking everything in, and then coming up with something new.
Do you do a lot of brainstorming? Because I know sometimes when I was, learning about writing, they would say, create that central idea and then, branch off from there and create all those sub themes. And then
yes,
when you do that, you sort of can suss out where you want to go with something. Is that something that you work on?
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to creativity, they think that I don't get this big idea right away. I'm not struck by lightning with a big idea. It's really like getting into the process. So I remember speaking with somebody who wanted to do a photo project. She's like, I don't have any ideas for it. I'm not inspired. I'm like, just start taking pictures. You have to get into it's like a very active process. You have to get into something. So in brainstorming, it's like, just start writing, just start putting stuff on paper. And then other ideas come along with that. I use Voxer a lot, and I'll talk ideas through with other creatives. And when I'm just in the process of talking, I'm like, now more ideas are coming to me as I'm actually talking out loud. And so same with photography, just start taking those pictures and more, then you're like, oh, that looks good. Ooh, that looks good. And that's how the ideas build off each other.
Fantastic. Well, this was part 1 of 3 with Heidi Hope, a little bit about creative inspiration. I hope that that's helpful for you all. I know it's super helpful for me. If you haven't already, go look at Heidi's work. She honestly just has been an industry leader in terms of creativity and style. And I think we're so lucky to have you here with us today.
Heidi. Thank you so much.